All right, all right. Let me just see. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We are here live. Hold on. I'm trying to fix it where we still ain't got this together. All right. So we here. Remy, can you hear me? You had a good week, Remy?
Oh yeah, it was lit.
What makes your week lit?
Nah, I'm tripping. It was cold. I'm ready. I'm ready for the summer to come back immediately.
That makes a lot of sense. Where are you now?
The Chirac still.
Oh, why did I think you was in Alabama? I'm like, why is it cold? Okay. All right.
Only
I'm
2 or
trying
3 hours away.
okay. Hey, so everybody come on in. We're here. We don't have a controversial topic this week, but I do want to discuss something I saw online that I thought was very cool and very intriguing to talk about. Now, a lot of my friends today is going to join because listen, first thing that needs to be known is that I am no dating expert. As y'all can see, I'm pretty single. So I'm not a dating expert, but I did because I got a little feedback last week. I was like, oh, you need to do your research. Oh, yeah, say hello. Everybody say hello. I think the first thing you all should do, and again, is share a video. Two, write down your first date experience with somebody, good or bad. Just share that in the comments. Your first dating experience. How y'all doing? How you doing? Sister Carrington, good to see you. But so, like I said, I'm no date expert. I got my guy Remy for that. And anybody else who wants to join and talk about that.
I'm the expert. All right, all right. I got experiences, but
Oh, Jason, you were supposed to bring your wife on. So, anyways, that actually leads into where I'm going with this whole little situation about the date stuff. Again, make sure you share the video, make sure you comment, and tell me your first dating experience. Jason, I already know yours. Don't let me share. I don't want to share. I'm gonna let you share it, brother. You feel me? So hold on, let me see here. But Remy, you want to start this is a big topic of discussion now. People are like, what is the best date or where's the no? Where's the where I get distracted by these comments. Where are the no's, the don't do's for the first date? Right? And I have a story to share, but again, like I said, I'm no expert, so don't come running with me because I'm no expert. But Remy, you go ahead. Tell us, you want to start with like your date?
you know what? Everybody starts in a different place depending on how old they are, whether or not they're in school and their income. Okay, in your 30s, there are certain expectations to meet though. It's not a game. You want to go out with somebody, you take them somewhere nice. I think that's pretty straightforward. Some people are like, oh, I'm fine with actually going to just get drinks or coffee, but other people are like, no, that ain't it, that ain't the move. I'm not 20, you got more money than that. I put in the effort for this and that. I'm taking time out of my day to meet up with you. I want to be wined and dined. And I can
Yes,
understand that.
yes.
I can understand that
I
because
respect that.
I
I
mean,
respect that.
I would do that for somebody. I'm just saying, like, at the same time, not everybody has that requirement. So, I think really this boils down to finding out what people's expectations are. Asking them, what are you cool with when you're asking them out? Are you cool with something simple or you want something nice?
All right. Hey, so y'all got that, my people? Out their expectations. I like that, Remy. I like that. So let me tell you. So on that,
Don't do chain restaurants. I agree with that. Go ahead.
No chain restaurants. Mr. Steve talking about Applebee's. Listen, so I had this one girl I was taking out, right? And I kid you not, I thought that the perfect date was going to be, and if you were from Detroit, you feel me, we was going to a Coney Island, but this was not any Coney Island. Like, this was going to be like the national Coney Island, like a nice little restaurant. And I'm like, yo, this should be perfect. But something told me to like just kind of like ask her, like, hey, what type of place are you looking for? And I asked a bunch of my friends as well. And they immediately shot down the Coney Island idea. I was like, dang, so no national Coney Island. That was going to be much, affordable expense.
Mm-hmm.
But so it was no national Coney Island. And I ended up taking her to J. Alexander's. And when I got there, to my surprise, and let me tell you, when I got there, to my surprise was she was like, yeah, if you would have took me to a national Coney Island, we would have not went on that date. And she's like, my dad told me don't ever go on the chain restaurant type date. It always got to be something like legit. And so, and again, for me, I think it's like where you are in life, kind of like what you noted too, but because like in college, of course, like we went on a date and we went to the library or we walked around campus or something, the great Oakwood University, you feel me? But it wasn't went to the pond. Well, no, we didn't have a pond then. If you went to the rock quarry, you was on a whole nother level. But like little different stuff we did. Remy, did you take any girls on a date to the rock quarry? Have mercy. Don't answer the question, brother. Sounds like you all confused about it. This guy.
Wait, you talking?
I said, you, did you take any girls to the rock quarry? Now you act confused.
No, I was reading.
No, brother.
I was reading the comments. My bad. I ain't never take nobody to no rock quarry.
Let me show. I want to be able to highlight the comments because these are great comments. All right. I just can't show them. I don't know how to. That's why I said we need people to help. But anyways, all right, here we go. I should show it. Some of y'all say some funny stuff. So it says, brother Jones says, "Oh man, you just got to do what works best for you. Everyone is different. If you were take someone to fancy, do that. But if not, but if other stuff work, do that. Like she said, like people get so caught up, no pun intended." And labels. But I think I think the issue is that you need to know what that person's expectation is too. Talk to me about that, Remy? Right?
I mean, yeah, that's the key thing because a lot of people are like, I don't understand this whole list of things people need to avoid. And I'm just like, okay, cool. But I just don't think that's realistic or representative, I should say, of everybody that you come into contact with. There's some things that we're like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And in general, they make sense. But to say that it should apply to everybody does not. And I think people have to discover that.
But I guess you're saying like, yeah, I agree. So I'm gonna pull up the list that I saw, and this list was very interesting. I was like, yo, this is pretty interesting. I'm gonna pull up the list. I'm gonna show you all that. We're gonna go down the list. And then remember, you tell me if this is appropriate first date or not.
All right, let's go through it then. Let's
Let
do
me
it.
see. Let me see. I gotta find it. Window. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. So takes us off. Everybody can see the list.
Let's start it off. Let's go. Let's go. First one, Cheesecake Factory. Honestly,
Right.
that's what started this whole debacle.
Yeah, the cheesecake. I think honestly, out of all the ones on the list, the Cheesecake Factory could have been left off, right?
Now, yes, but
Is that a chain restaurant? Is that
I had
considered a chain restaurant?
yeah, it is. It is. It is. And I think that it's one of the nicer chain restaurants, but I'm not gonna be like going to a girl and be like, I'm gonna take you to the Cheesecake Factory. Because honestly, there's not much that I like there to begin with. But if I did like the place, I don't know if this is some place that I would think to take them. Because when I'm taking someone out on a date, I'm trying to show genuine interest. So maybe I'd take them somewhere, not necessarily more expensive, but maybe nicer. Because a lot of people think, oh, you can go to Cheesecake Factory dressed any kind of way. I just think the reaction to the woman.
When I used to hear the Cheesecake Factory, I thought the Cheesecake Factory was like, like I thought that was like top of the line. See, Jason said it. He's like, yo, Cheesecake Factory was the spot until ninjas turned it out. Okay. So that's not the spot no more. Brother Michael says he just go ahead.
I think that
you're breaking up.
Anybody go there dressed any kind of way. I was just saying, anybody take anybody there dressed any kind of way. I feel like so that's why people's standards have changed.
Wait. She says, wait. So Miss Karen just says maybe in your 20s. Wow. So you all share some of your first day experiences. Where'd y'all go? Where y'all appreciate? That's crazy. Maybe in your 20s, she said. Cheesecake Factory is nasty anyway. All right, so I guess that's not. So Cheesecake Factory is a no. Remy, your Wi-Fi had messed up again, brother. Have mercy. All right. And I thought you was. That's why I thought you was in Alabama. That's why. All right. So listen, Applebee's. I feel like that's a no automatically. The Applebee's, the Chili's, the Chipotle's. My friend Natalie said she could do the Olive Garden. You think Olive Garden is straight? She said she was like, do Olive Garden. And can we get some recommendations? Somebody please recommend us where you should pay.
That is a great idea. I'm honestly, it depends on the city you're in.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. She says, so no Olive Garden. The movies. What about the movies? I feel like that was a first date thing before.
Okay, that's if you're in college. That's if you're in college. Because now when you go to the movies, can you have a conversation with the person?
True. Somebody told me about that. Like somebody's like, but if you go to a movie and a dinner, is that good?
I don't know. Not for people who are.
And maybe we throw in the Cheesecake Factory. I think we've got a winner there.
If the person loves movies to death, okay, that's their thing. They love movies, but I'm looking for a conversation because then you're giving up a whole hour and a half or more watching a movie, not communicating.
Yeah. And if it's for me, I'm going straight to sleep at the movie. So,
right. I guess it depends, but most people, it's not. I don't think that's the right move.
All right. So what about fast food? If you're taking somebody to the fast food restaurant, you got to be in college. Movies is so high school. So y'all got to give me some. So y'all are telling us what we can't do, right? Y'all saying that this is not. So tell me where can we take them? Jason said, I don't know what is. Money on the table is good filter for the spot selection. I don't know what you mean by that. Break that down.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean
either.
By that.
But I'd say good question. A good question to like bring up is like your house. That one's a no. I don't think like.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's there's only a few things going on in the house. Okay.
Yeah, but the one that catches my eye is like the gym, church, and Starbucks. Those are interesting ones.
The gym. They trying to say something about that young lady's weight. I know that these ladies are today. You go down there, you at the gym, and what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You feel me? So that's a whole little situation. Ice cream dates. I'm down with a little ice cream date. I guess I see that as like the second, third, fourth, or fifth date. I don't see that as like a first date. Family functions, definitely don't take them. Especially, I could never take no girl no family function in my family. Oh, it would be horrible.
Yeah.
Movie night, Netflix and chill.
If you're taking your date to a family function, you have to have full confidence that not only will your parents and your family act right, but so will she.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I got a story on that one too. Open Table, I think the museum. Open Table is an app to select restaurants, and the money is the filter for a restaurant that costs $60 or so per plate. Mr. Garcia says, if how much you can spend is determined of how you choose, then stuff is starting off wrong. Okay. I like that. What about somewhere that requires a long drive? Yeah, I guess like if they're not safe. But I guess, something else I didn't think about in this situation is like if I've known the young lady for a certain amount of time, does that change things too? Because like now, if I just met you, which I was doing some research, people tell me I'm doing enough research on my podcast. So I've been doing a little research. I got some stuff for y'all in a minute. But the if I've known this young lady for a long time, is that cool to take her somewhere? Like,
I'm saying like if you've known someone a while, then taking them somewhere nice to show that you're actually interested is a good idea. Taking them to somewhere on this list may not be for the best because they're just thinking, oh, this is chill. This is not serious. This would be more so someone you're just meeting who I know a lot of guys are like, I don't want to spend the money on someone who I don't really know. I'm just trying to get to know them. But if you knew them for a while, then I think you need to make it clear what your intentions are with them. Know them. Like, you know what you want from them or what you like about them. By your actions, I think.
Yeah, a bar just for drinks. Waffle House. We even got no Waffle House up here, but I hear those are the good spots. I don't know about for dates.
Waffle
and then sports
House?
events. I don't know. Not for dates. It's a little weird one too.
Yes, but the sporting events, that could be a little risky because first of all, does the person you would like the team? Do they even like the sport?
Yeah. And so that's I want to hear, ladies. I had this dating expert was supposed to come, this relationship coach, but she told me she's out trick or treating where she forgot it was Halloween, or no, she forgot it was today. But she was supposed to come on because I would love to hear, from a female's perspective on this because I know, for example, I ain't gonna put my cousin on blast like that, but I know for a fact. Like he was telling me, like it was certain restaurants that it's his wife, so something worked out, but it was places that she was not going for. And I thought, he's at this point, he's a grown man working a good job. So hey, they're like, hey, gotta work. Sam Morello, that sounds expensive, Kayla. Morello, downtown Detroit. That sounds expensive. So, and I guess so. My point is like, where do you go? Like, how do we? I don't know. Like I said from the very beginning, to me it depends on where you are in life. Like, so this is college. Of course, I don't think this list applies if it's college, but if it's not college and you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you got a job, you're really trying to settle down. Then what's next? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. And so she says Rugby Grill in Birmingham. Oh, that's Birmingham, Michigan. That also sounds pretty expensive too. Rugby. That sounds like that could be a little expensive. What you think? So how much are you spending on the first date, Remy? How much are you spending?
I remember I went on this one date and I thought $1 was a lot, but that was at the time. Now I'm feeling like
that is a lot of money.
That's
That's
average.
$40
That's
a plate.
average now. Yeah, it was a lot at the time, but now I realize that's kind of the average now, and it doesn't feel as much. It really don't. But of course, it didn't help that I was disappointed in what I ate. But I
Oh
think
my goodness.
I think at the end of the day, I think a solid date is looking like $60 plus.
Hey, 60
Yeah, $60.
per person?
No, just together, like at the restaurant. You go to somewhere decent. I think you can find somewhere decent where you can spend $60. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I think that is there for ladies in the chat, is there a number that you're looking for the person to spend? Is there a number? Because if you go to Coney Island, we're at $25. We had us a good meal. And we've overeaten at that time. And look at Reggie says, he says white girls love cheesecake fans. You better get you one. Reggie, you supposed to join the show, man. Hey, he gonna get us in trouble though. He gonna get us canceled. I see that now. He's gonna get us canceled. Yeah.
I was about to say, well, yeah. When it comes to spending that money, I guess it depends on where you go. I think perception plays a part in it because Cheesecake Factory could cost more money than some other these nice looking restaurants. So if you can find
Listen,
a nice
I did not say
space,
$60, Gary. He says y'all are clearly out of touch. Ain't no way you spending 60 for both of y'all. I don't know, man. That is 30 a plate. That's 30 a plate. Come on now.
That's possible. There's places that are nice enough to spend that much money, for sure.
He say take on the nature, but you know what? Somebody else made a good point, and I want to run these stats by y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But somebody else made a good point. Hold on, let me see. All right, I had to go to
that's
Chat GPT.
If you getting drinks, it's gonna be over 100 for sure.
Who said that?
Michael.
My wife not going for 60, and that's my wife. If you're ordering, no, we're not ordering no drinks, Mr. Sure, that's not the Adventist way.
You know what? That's what I didn't even realize.
Yesterday, and somebody was like,
when I said 60, I was not thinking of drinks. So that's part of the problem.
We're thinking of an Adventist date, brother. We're not thinking of no. Ain't gonna be no drinking. You understand? Okay, we got to get him back on the Adventist podcast, brother. You gonna get us in trouble. Nah, but I didn't even think about this. It's so funny because he said I took a girl. He says I took a girl on a restaurant. Her food was under 40. Her drinks was 120.
Thank you, Reginald, because that's exactly. I don't know if you have a problem with saying Reginald, but that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like you include them things, it's going up there.
First off, I would tell him immediately, what my religion. Well, you know what? It's so funny. Speaking of that, and I don't want to go to the religion part, but it was so funny. I went to this restaurant with this one girl, and she ordered like shrimp. Shrimp. Was it?
She ain't the one. Shrimp
pasta. And I was just sitting there, and it was more than shrimp. It was like a seafood pasta. But I know what sticked out to me was the shrimp. I said, "Oh my God, bro."
She couldn't be Adventist. She couldn't be. Look, she couldn't be Adventist.
He's talking about the girl. He's about the girl with $120 drinks was the vid. She must be one of those Adventists that ain't Adventist no more, huh?
She's sad Adventist. That's what it is.
I mean, so if you're, that's another good question. So if you're Adventist, Jason, they tell them like, hey, I would prefer if you don't have drinks, it's against my religion. I know people probably gonna think you try to play. Somebody she went to Oakwood. I'm not even highlighting that. I'm not even highlighting that guy because I know you want some BS down here now. A filet is $55 by itself. Who's getting a filet?
Great question. I mean,
who's getting a filet?
Somebody, because we're talking. Clearly, their perception of dating.
We need to stay away from them steak restaurants. Them steaks, I feel like them steaks can get up there. I was at a place and the steak cost $200, and I was trying to figure out like, what is going on with the steak? I'm
Well,
trying to what does it do?
clearly people's frame of reference ain't just Adventism. They thinking outside Adventism.
Yeah, clearly. But listen, I was it says not everyone like high. Let me hold on. Let me now much I got some stats for y'all. I got some stats because I did my research. That's like you don't do your research enough. But not everyone like high end restaurants though. You have to find out what the person likes. It was suck to spend all that money and she hates it there. That is true. And I guess but you know, I'll be honest with you. I would be side eyeing not a chick, but a young lady. And she like I took her to this nice restaurant and she talked about she'll like she's not the one. Okay, but online dating, I want to show y'all some statistics. I'm not going to show you, I'm going to read it. Online dating is the most popular way to meet people for first dates. That's what they say. So most people that are going on first dates have met online. That's first thing. Second, the average first date, how long does the average first date last, you think, Remy? How long is it supposed to last? How long are you supposed to have her out?
2 hours. I mean, it could be, I think on average it's 2 hours. I don't know how long I should have her out, but if she is out longer than 2 hours, that sounds great.
You had a good date. What does people think in the chat? How long is the average date? How long is the average first date? Remember, this is the first date. Maybe you met them, but clearly most of y'all meet y'all people online now. I ain't gonna lie, them little Facebook things people do be I do be on that little Facebook thing. But how many of y'all meet y'all first? How many of y'all had a first date? Y'all met them online. Come on, give us some information. Now everybody getting quiet. Now everybody a little shook. Tell us how many of y'all have met some of these people online. See, the filet come with extra time. Yeah, do it. They gotta cook that unless it's medium rare. You know, they just put it in there for 5 minutes and bring it out. It says, all right, but the average date, the first date, they say is 90 minutes. So you were pretty close. Anything over 150, she better be staying the night. So, and can we assume that happened with that Adventist brother? Huh? Can we assume that happened with the Adventist, Reggie? She stayed the night for that 120 in drinks?
That's crazy.
All right. Don't answer that, brother. Don't answer that. Now, so the most important, all right. The most common first date activities are what do y'all think the most common? What's the most common first date?
Give me a break.
You out of control. Look, you gonna get. Hold on, I gotta get on. Hold on, I gotta get him off my podcast, man. You turned his podcast to rated R, man. This is child friendly podcast. What is wrong with him, man? Yo, so what's the most common? Remy, I'm gonna let you answer that. What do you think the most common first date activities are?
For sure, is going to get food. That's got to be number one.
41% go to get food.
I feel like top 5 might include going out in a park for a walk, or a picnic, I should say. So put those together. Another thing might be, I don't know. Dang, what kind of activity do people do? I really can't think of nothing else. I want to say movie. Okay, bowling. Yeah, that's another thing. Bowling.
Yeah. Okay. Look at Miss McCoy talking about bowling. Everybody going on bowling. Anyways, the most popular first dates it's basically all of it. Well, 2 of the major things deals with food. So one was going out to eat. Second is having like a coffee or drinks. That's 28%.
Forgot about that.
And then 16% is going to the movies. So even still, we talked about that. Like 16% of people still go to the movies. The most important factor for determining whether someone wants to go on a second date are,
I don't know, kissing. How good was that first kiss? I don't know.
That's what they asked how many people kiss on the first date, but only about. Well, it says I'm confused about it. Well, they say that basically it's based off like if you're attracted to the person, that's if you're gonna get a second date. their personality. So of course, anytime somebody sit down with me, they
Yeah,
dying for a
the
second. As
chemistry.
you,
Yeah, they
yeah,
have that
they die.
chemistry.
I have a great, as soon as they sit down with me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and they're looking for the next day. Hey, you have to fan them off you for a moment. You feel me? How about you, Remy? Huh?
I never dated quite like how it sounds like you dating. But
I'll
um,
just,
no, yeah, my date convert. Let me see. Either I could tell whether or not I connected with the person or not, whether I'm interested or not. And every time that happened, where I can tell there was a mutual interest, I mean, there was gonna be another date. But when I felt like it was one sided, whether it was from me or them, I was like, I'm not even gonna ask. I'm gonna leave it alone.
yeah. You don't even ask. You don't even want to hear about it.
Nah, and apparently I had to find out that was ghosting when you don't follow up. I'm like, but you didn't follow up with me either. So,
You know what? She might be watching, so I ain't gonna say nothing. But I went on a nice date to like a selfie museum, so I do appreciate the museums and stuff like that.
yeah,
And we had breakfast. We
yeah,
had breakfast, and like it was like a selfie museum there. And but you talk about the ghost things. I feel like we didn't communicate much after that.
mhm.
He said, uh, he says, he said, Reggie, what is your conversion rate on the $150 day? Now, what do you mean by conversion rate? Some people have a different idea of conversion. Make it clear, because Reggie was in here talking about some other stuff. So what's the conversion rate you're talking about? But while you're doing that, let me get back to the stats. Women are more.
I really feel like he's clear on that. What he means by that.
I need to
think
know.
we know what he means.
I don't want to. They tell you don't guess. Don't guess. She got a meal out of you. How much did you spend? Oh, come on. Let me keep going. Y'all about to make me say something off the mark down here. Only 17% of first dates lead to a second date. So that's crazy. Like we spent all this time on first dates, and only 17% leads to a second date. That's wild. Women are more likely to be nervous on their first dates than men, of course. People who go on first dates during the day are more likely to have a good time than those who go on dates at night.
I think that makes sense.
That's not where you are. I'm not your relationship guru. I'm no Kevin Samuels. But listen, I'm giving y'all some nuggets. You feel me? And people who go on first dates with friends, this is something else I saw, are more likely to have a good time than those who go on dates alone. And I don't know what I mean by that, alone. Like, I guess, I'm assuming they're talking about two people. But I'm like, alone, well, of course you're not going to have a good time. But I'm assuming they're talking about two people. People who go on first dates to places where they can talk and get to know each other, such as coffee shops, restaurants, are more likely to have a good time than those who go on dates to places where they can't talk, such as movies. I feel like you could talk at sporting events or sporting events.
Well, hold up. Well. Speaking of sporting events, I mean, you can, as long as they don't get too crazy. You don't want to go during no finals or what do you call it? Some tournament where there's going to be like cheering and everything. You can't hear nothing. But I think Michael brings up a good question when he's like, is it good stewardship to spend all that money on first dates? Now,
I mean, what money though?
I mean, well, everyone's talking about.
Listen, we have some fun facts. How much does the average person spend on the first date? We talked about it, and we've seen it in the chat a few times, and I feel like we kind of know where we are. But how much does the average whoever tells me this, you win? I'm not in a position to give out prizes right now. I don't want to start lying to y'all. But
I'm gonna say 120.
The average person spends about, I don't know who been taking you out, Sister McCoy, but she's talking about $200. The average person spends $100 on the first date.
Okay.
The most popular first dates. This is for brother Rashard. This is for our non-Adventist brother Rashard. The most popular first date.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Wine, followed by beer and cocktails. No wonder y'all can't have a second date. Y'all drunk. The most common first date dessert is what? Ding.
Chocolate.
This is just for the first
Chocolate
date.
cake.
First date, Mr. Boy. Look at Brother Leon. He's still off. He's at $100. Yo, let me see. Oh, I got some more fun facts for y'all. No, it's not cheesecake. Y'all wrong.
Chocolate
average.
cake.
No. What else? Give me one more.
Apple pie and
One
ice
more.
cream. I don't know.
All right, you said ice cream. It's ice cream. Followed by chocolate cake and you got it, cheesecake. Reggie, you heard me say it. You get. I had a $500 prize for whoever got that, but y'all didn't get it. So we have to let that one out. We have to let that one go. We'll go to the next one.
$500.
The most
prize.
popular first date conversation topics are work, hobbies, travel. The most common first date deal. What is the most common first date deal breaker?
Bad breath. Bad breath. Go to hell.
You sound like you have a little experience in that, Brother Remy.
Oh no, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me.
Tell us who had the bad breath,
It
man.
wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I didn't say it was you. He said we're the date next.
Yeah.
Yo, man,
We need that.
I got Chat GPT up, and whatever you want, you can get it from Chat GPT.
Oh my gosh. Yes, get the dating expert. We need her or him.
I was saying, like, they busy. Well, what y'all want me to do? They busy. I tried to get them. That's why I need people to help me with the podcast. You feel me? But Chat GPT is on the money. It says the most common first date deal breaker is basically what Remy said, hygiene.
Oh,
So don't come in there
hey.
musty. Don't come in there musty. And also
I never had no
do
complaints.
not come in there in Remy's date with bad breath, because that is a deal breaker as well. And then I'm gonna give y'all a few more. It says a study by University of Chicago found that couples who go on first dates to museums are more likely to have a second date than couples who go on first dates to the movies. So y'all are the experts. Y'all are the experts. Y'all talking about me? Y'all are the experts. You already said that. Like y'all said, don't go to the movies, spend around $100. Jason spending $500, but we can't go by Jason. And then you're the expert, y'all. So we all are experts. Y'all seen it before. I think, Remy, you want to give them any last closing words? We ain't gonna hold y'all too long because we don't have our dating expert on here. We need our relationship expert the next time we're on. And then I'm gonna tell you all what we have coming up. Reggie says 150. My goodness, I just can imagine. What's the next thing? 300.
Well, they buying drinks. It's the market. The market keep going up in price, so everything is just gonna keep going up.
Yeah. That's I don't know.
Yeah, well, you better take them on coffee dates or drink dates or whatever they call it these days. So.
Yeah, I think if you go down there and I got a nice Tim Hortons down there, you have a little drink. You have not the type of drink Mr. Michael is talking about, but the regular. I just want a hot chocolate. I don't even want no coffee, brother. I'm all that finished out. I don't want no coffee. You feel me? But if you have a regular drink, coffee, a hot chocolate, you can have yourself a time. It don't have to cost every time. Okay, this is the first day, first impression. I got you. So, any closing words for these people going out and they got the dating?
Yep. Guys, just ask people what their expectations are and be prepared to pay $100 to $150. Apparently, that's it.
That's a lot of money, brother.
That's a lot of money,
Leon,
but
that's a lot of money spent on somebody said that you might not even. They say that most dates is 17% chance of going to the second date. Yeah, it's a lot of money. We'll see. I'm good with it. Like I said, I feel like definitely it is where you are in life, and the person that you're dating. And as other people said, just basically, who are you? Are you communicating with them? So most of the time, you have that conversation with people and see where they are and where they want to go with it.
Facts.
That's what I think for sure. So
Yeah.
join us. I'm gonna try to do this every Tuesday to keep organized, and stay focused. We have a lot more topics. There has been a mention. Now, this is a shoot off from our Adventist conversation last week, but of course, we do need to address some more issues. I feel like I didn't get a lot of stuff out. People were legit mad at me about that podcast. People was like, let me tell you, people were in my inbox. Like,
I did not know that.
I said, have mercy. I should show what they sent me. Some people were supportive. Others were like, it is some people, you had some clowns. Got some clowns out there. You got that boy name? I ain't gonna call him out, man, because I don't even want to give him that type of.
I want to know. You better talk about them.
I don't even want to give him that type of respect that I have, because I have. Well, let me not say that. We don't lie. We don't lie. Listen, but some people had a lot of stuff to say as related to that last podcast. I mean, they were on there and they were going. It's like I was like, yo, this is what it feels like to have fans. Because like some of these people I never think about, I could never care about, and they talking about me. I didn't even respond to their comment. I just laughed at it. I'm like, man, and I almost told the one guy something that would get me fired from my job. So I said, I'm not gonna put that just to really like, yo, man, give me, But anyways, we're not gonna go there. What we do have, we're gonna have an offshoot of the little Adventist conversation. That was a dope conversation. We appreciate Cara for coming on and giving us her expertise. We appreciate Remy. His internet wasn't what it needed to be, but like it was what it was. You feel me? We back and we stronger today. Let them know. We back and stronger. Screenshots or it didn't happen.
That's facts. That's facts, Jason. He needs to bring them screenshots. Stop all that talking and expose them.
I could not be showing y'all the screen. I could just take y'all to my message box, but then you might see some stuff in there and say, oh my goodness, this brother. So we're not gonna go to the message box. I will say this, that several people reached out to me. They talked about the last podcast. They were very upset. And some of them were like, I agree with you, brother. Thank you for doing this. Others were like, he's trash. He's always been trash. He's a clown. I was like, it is what it is. I love y'all too. Thank you for being a fan. Gotta have your fans. But what I will say is that we're going to definitely discuss more about that.
You're talking about the hymns.
We're talking about the hymns. And I love a good hymn. I love Sweet Hour of Prayer. And the hymns that made us too. Maybe Remy will give us even a song. Yes, Sister McCoy, you can be on the show at any time. Just let me know. We would love to have you on. I'm about to say something crazy. I'm not going to say that crazy, but you can be on the show anytime you want to. You understand? You can come. No, I'm done. I'm not even going to do that. Anyways, thank you all for joining us today. Y'all were blessed. Thanks, Remy, for coming on. My guy, Remy, coming both times.